I'm out for a ride on my Jones LWB today, and I just gotta say, I have a bone to pick with the mainstream bike industry. So I was reading on Pink Bike the other day, browsing, and I don't even remember what the article was about. All I remember is all of a sudden they were taking shots at Plus tires and talking about how everyone jumped on board, and then thank goodness that's gone. First of all, it's not gone. I'm on a 29 by 3.25 up front and a 29 by 3 in the back. Obviously, it's mostly gone. I get that. But I was like, what the heck? I think that people have forgotten something very important, and that is what the point of riding bikes is. Now, I don't know about you, but most of the people I know ride bikes because it's fun. Like, it's something enjoyable. But for some reason, it seems like there's a whole lot of ways to do it wrong, according to bike culture, bike media. You know, there's all of these things that I see that I just, gosh, it's not welcoming. Why would someone want to get into it? I even saw a Facebook post the other day. Someone had lost a bike near a popular trailhead, and the only comment on it was, oh, it's an REI bike. I'm glad they lost it, or something like that. I was like, hey, maybe that's all they can afford, but they're out riding. That's great. Now, I'm someone who rides a lot of rigid Plus bikes, but I also love hardtails. Full suspensions are okay. I'm not as much into them just because of what I ride, but I don't know, I just don't get the hate. Like, the whole point, again, is to have fun. And if you can't have fun unless you're on the latest, like, super popular trend, a full suspension enduro bike, and with 50 millimeters of suspension that you don't use, I just think something's wrong. I also don't think there should be any looking down on what people are riding, especially if it's like a budget thing. Who cares? Get them out on a bike, get them having fun. I think part of me is just kind of sick of some of that mentality, and you see it a lot, of being super judgmental about what everyone's riding, or saying that because they don't have that bike or this bike, or it looks different, that it's stupid. It's not. Like, I don't know, I was a little skeptical of this bike, for example, and it's pretty much my favorite bike I've ever had. It's a ton of fun, and it has no suspension. It's on Plus tires. It's a really short reach and tall stack. It's like the opposite of what everyone thinks you should have. But I get out and I ride all kinds of trails, and it's a ton of fun. In fact, I think that a lot of people would have more fun if they stepped down the bike that they have. I think too many people have too much bike, or too, I don't know, bikes are just so good these days. They're engineered so well that a lot of people are taking them to trails where they're just, it's like bringing a gun to a knife fight. I don't know. And that's just not fun. It defeats the purpose, in my opinion. Pretty sure I said this in my video about Plus tires, but I think that's the part everyone is still missing. Application. What is the point of it? Did it make sense to have Plus tires on big travel bikes? No, I don't think so. Plus tires, though, have a use case. Stuff like this. Very little suspension, if any. It is so much fun. Could I probably be faster if I had a different bike? Yeah, probably. But that's kind of like a no duh. Some of it reminds me of the Baja 1000 and those types of races. They have different classes. You've got your trophy trucks, 1,000 horsepower, tons and tons of suspension travel. Those things are the fastest. They're probably the smoothest. They go and get it done. But then you got the class of the little guys in Volkswagen Bugs. Are they fast? No. Do they go just as fast relative to the amount of suspension and stuff they have? Yeah, probably. They go out and they have a ton of fun. Again, application. What's the point? What are you trying to do? So I don't know, that little shot at Plus Tires just rubbed me the wrong way, I guess, along with some of the other stuff I'd seen lately. I'm excited to see anyone out on any trail. I don't care what they're riding. I'm not gonna blame it on the bike if they fall or think it's too much. Most of it comes down to the rider, not the bike. But if they're out and they're having fun, good for them. I'm happy for them. That's the goal. I'm not going to dismiss the fact that higher end components are more reliable and brake better and things like that. Yes, that does obviously make a difference in terms of safety and performance and everything like that. But that's only to a certain point. And holy crap, some of the budget stuff these days is really reliable. It's really good. And you're getting just as much range. Might be heavy, might have some other things, but if you're worried about reliability, there's so much good stuff out there now that that's not even really an excuse anymore. All I want is for anyone to walk into any bike shop and feel welcome, not be intimidated, and not feel like embarrassed. Or the same at any trailhead, any obstacle. We're all just a bunch of idiots figuring it out. So let's be nice to each other and let everyone do what they want to do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to have some fun on my extremely out of style bike with tires that shouldn't exist anymore. So hope you enjoyed this little rant. I don't know if I've ever really ranted on a video, but there it is. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.